Hello friends, come on in. I know I feel like I'm really up close and personal with you guys. Come on in, let me know how your day is going today. It is Happy Hour Thursday. Just means that all of us friends are going to come on in here, do a little art, and gather together for an hour or less and enjoy our friendship, enjoy and something we have in common, and just kind of make it a happy hour of our day. So I'm not encouraging y'all to get drunk or anything crazy. Just grab your iced tea or your water or Coke or whatever you have, coffee, and let's paint. When I put happy hour on here, I was like, oh no, everybody's going to think something crazy, but let's see. I hope I can see comments on here because I'm really close up right now because I'm just going to turn this camera down and let you see my desk in just a second. So I'm painting small today. I'm going to paint on this little round ornament. So I need you guys to see my table rather than, the whole see me. So, okay, let's see. I see Luann. All right, let me come back up and see if I missed anybody. Hi, Leanne. So I've got Leanne, I've got Luanna, Barbara, hi Diana, Deb. Anybody else on here? Say hey to me. Hi April, I'm so glad you're here, my friend. Let's see, Valerie and Donna. Hello, Becca. Hi Kim. Girl, I miss you. I've caught a couple of your lives, but not very many. I feel like I am meeting myself coming and going. Hi, Diana. Happy Thursday, guys. Hi, Sue. Y'all just keep coming in. Keep saying hi. Hi, Levita. You know that I do go back and look at every comment. I try to comment back if I can. Things are wonky this week. I didn't even go live yesterday. Hi, Sheila. Glad you're here. Hi, Kim. Yesterday, we had a lot of internet trouble all day. It had nothing to do with Facebook, but I know we're having lots of Facebook problems as well. Hi, Roxanne. Hello, Sissa. Sissa has, I have to look at it, chalk decor with heart and home. I mess it up if I don't look at it when I say it. Hello, Lisa and Dana. So glad y'all are here. So, hi, Allison. Oh, I'm so glad that you caught me because I know how busy you are. You are never able to just sit and watch hardly. Hello, Christy. Hi, Brooke. How are you feeling, Brooke? You guys, here's what I want to ask of you. So we've got about 40 on here right now. Hello, Shelly Ann and Mary. Oh, Mary, I'm glad you're here. And Mary, come on in as your business, my friend. Hi, Linda and Lisa. Okay, here's what I want to ask of you today. I wanted to do this right off the bat before I forget or before, I get busy painting and talking. I want to do this right off the bat. So if you struggle with depression, this is not for you. But I'm asking anyone who's on this feed who does not struggle with depression, please leave an encouraging comment for someone who does. I get messages, not daily, but close. And there are so many women who watch me that struggle with depression. Can you see it in my eyes? My heart breaks for you. I have struggled with depression a lot over the years. I have kind of put things in place that keep me from getting, but I know your pain, and I just want to get some encouragement on this feed. I know that people go behind us and comment or just watch and don't comment, but I know that your encouragement will go a long way as people read that. So if you have a word of encouragement, or maybe you've been there or you know someone and you just write a little verse for them to look up or just something, do that, or on any of my lives. That's just something going forward. I used to really ask a lot of like, hey, if you have something good that's happened, put it in the comments. But I think we need to be about encouraging each other, and especially women, which is the majority of what watch me. And I'm fixing to paint, y'all. Hang in there. My heart is so heavy for my friends today. So I have a couple that really need this prayer and need some encouragement. So this is for you. You know who you are. You're here for a reason. God has you here, not just on this planet, but here in this feed right this second. Whether you're live with me or watching the replay, read these words. Read these words for my friends, and please be encouraged. Know how much you're loved and wanted and valued by God and by those of us who also follow God. So, sorry for the tears, y'all. I'm tenderhearted, and when I know people are struggling, it just breaks my heart, and I want to help. I don't know how to help. I can pray, and I know God can help. Oh, you're so sweet, guys. Thank you. See, I know how many of us have struggled. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the prayers and all of the things. Okay, I'm going to turn it down and turn around so you don't see this mess of a makeup thing. But thank you guys for letting me take a minute to say that and do that. I really, really, really appreciate you guys. I just have the best. Y'all, sorry if this is kind of making you dizzy. Just bear with me. I don't have a better way yet to get this. I want to be sure y'all can see. So hold up, hold up. Y'all still with me? Let's see. Okay, somebody start telling me if you can see. I don't have it pulled up yet, but it's coming. There it is. So you know how it takes 1 second for us to see what you guys see. Oh, good. It's kind of okay. I kind of got it okay here. I'm just tightening everything up, guys. One day. It's all coming. I've gotten things that I've needed here and there along the journey here. And camera is next on my list. So I use my phone for everything, and it's worked great. Not complaining, but I could use a camera so that I can have one camera on me and one camera on the table, I think is what I want to do. So anyway, you can see, and does it look close enough? Let's see if I can move my jar. I thought I had it pretty good, but let's see how that looks. Okay, guys, thank you, thank you. I see your comments, and I appreciate you so, so much. You know, if you ever need specific prayer, you just message me, and I'll get you on my prayer list. And I know, you know, we're all in this together, so just keep hanging around people. And when I say hang around, you know, I mean even just go into their pages and watching them and listening to them, because so many people who I watch are that kind of encouraging person. And it does help. It does help. Even if you never comment, it will help to just listen and just kind of hang out with some like-minded women who will be encouraging to you guys. Hello, Anne. Can you raise it forward a little? Raise it forward. Forward. Does that mean... I'm afraid to do anything, because do you mean like this? Pull the thing forward? Y'all let me know. Oh, Mary, thanks for sprinkling. You never know. Somebody, you know, will need to hear what we're saying today and see these comments. So thank you guys for doing that. You can see. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Daniela. Thank you, Mary, for sprinkling. Okay, I'm about to get started. I just, you know, I needed to say what I needed to say. And I wanted everybody to know that I am praying specifically for those who are, you know, sick and battling depression and all the things. And I knew that if I brought it to you guys, several of you guys would as well. Okay, we're going to do a fun, cute little painting. It's going to be whimsical. Y'all, we can still have fun. This is a heavy, you know, conversation or a heavy request that we have, but we can still have fun and, you know, be encouraging to each other. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that we have each other, grateful that we have this platform that we can meet each other through and all the things. So can y'all see the colors I'm putting out? Let's see here. So just getting out some of my fall colors. These are the colors that I'm going to be using, you know, on basically everything that I paint right now. So if you have questions about the colors, I can just do a snapshot of them all and post it. But I'm going to go ahead and get out some of these and just put them on the palette here. And hopefully I will just keep being able to see your comments. Hello, Arla. Hello, Michelle. Hi, Janice. Well, sometimes you guys don't even say hi, and I am jumping the gun and see your name come across because you're just watching. So you don't have to speak. If you're shy, that's okay. But I hope you don't mind me saying hi to you. Okay, I'm going to grab a round brush. We're going to come on into here, and we are going to put down a background for this little round. So I want to kind of move. Hopefully you can still see. I'm going to kind of watch my iPad to be sure you can still see everything. But I'm going to start with some white and move it over, and then add a little of this blue, but not much. I really got a lot on my palette because this is a really, DecoArt's colors are very pigmented, so you don't have to use as much as I put out, especially for something small. How are you, Arla? How are you feeling? Are you still in rehab, or are you better? She has really had a time and doing her therapy and stuff to get better. So tell me how you're doing, Arla. Okay, so I've got a light blue. I just want to kind of come across here and do a sky with my light blue. I love to carry this on to the sides of whatever I'm painting on, so I am going to bring it on the sides. This is a ceramic ornament, and I do love painting on these, especially for Christmas, but I wanted, excuse me guys, to paint something small, and so I was going to use a wood round, and then I remembered I had these. Well, I was just like, that is perfect. Why don't I ever use those? Because you can paint on these year round. People hang things like this in their, space, in their bathroom or in their room or on their work desk or whatever. So I love painting small sometimes. I'm drinking Diet Coke. I'm not happy about it. I don't like the taste of diet, but we're out of my tea. I don't have any tea. You're one of those, oh, Dana. Yeah, and I think that those of us who have really struggled, we can be empathetic when we are in a better place because we know how horrible it is, and really debilitating it can be. So if you do know someone or hear of someone, please don't take it lightly. Know that they are really hurting. And, I know people may think somebody at work is lazy or not working hard, but you don't know. They may be really doing everything they can to just survive the days. So, have a little grace with people and be grateful if you don't have any of the issues, and just kind of be compassionate to those that that are struggling, that we don't even know about. I know you guys have heard the stories and maybe even had someone in your family who has taken their own life, and yet the family will say, we had no idea. She seemed so happy, and she seemed fine, and things were going her way, and this and that. So you can't always go with what you see on the outside. So it's always just best to don't assume, Okay, so I've got this kind of dark green. I wanted the darkest green at the top, and then I'm going to just come down. So now I'm just grabbing a little of my green and putting that on this next layer down here. And you see I'm just kind of patting it on with my brush and just little circular motions to kind of get what I'm doing here. Is obviously this is going to be grass. So we've got our sky going, and we're putting some grass, but I wanted the color to go from dark to light. Let me bring it to the side. And guys, that I do lots of layers. So this isn't going to be done. We're going to come back and do some more to it. But at least I can see some. Oh, you do have an infection in your leg. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Shelly Ann, and yes, let me tell you, that's why it's so important to hang on, because it is better. Now, maybe not tomorrow, but it will get better. You know how the sun, well, when there's a storm and it just seems so scary and there's tornado sirens going off and all the things, and then 2 days later, it's the most beautiful day you've ever had. That's, our lives are ebb and flow, and we have to go through some bad things because we're on this earth, and it's a fallen world, y'all. It is, we know that there's sin, and for those of us who are believers, we understand that sin causes all the evil in the world and all the things that make us so unhappy. And, but we have hope. Those in Jesus Christ have hope. So I am happy to send you a Bible. If you don't have one, just message me. I would be more than happy to send you one. If you have any questions, you can message me. You know, I may not have all the answers, but I can sure do my best, and I can point you to people that do. In fact, my husband, he is an excellent Bible scholar and has his doctorate in biblical studies. So, you know, he knows a lot. You would think I would know it from listening to him for so long, but I don't retain everything I hear. So, but I know some. Okay, so we've got our dark green, middle green. I'm going a little bit lighter. Now I'm going to take some of this middle green, it's medium Hauser green, and I'm going to put a little bit of yellow with it. And that will be my next layer. Oh, Tony, thanks. This is going to be cute in the end. We're going to do a little scarecrow on here. So I'm just doing kind of a field. And I was thinking about doing like a cornfield, but now that I'm looking at it, I think I'm going to do some pumpkins on here. And I think that will be perfect for fall. And so you see I'm just kind of working down the little ornament with my colors and just getting some variations going. And of course these will dry really quick because it's small and you don't have to really use a ton of paint, and so it'll dry and then we'll go back over it with some more. So on this last little leg down here, I'm going to take some of this khaki color and mix it into that last green I used and kind of get a really pale green going. And then, let's see. I love pumpkins too. They're so fun to paint, Patty. And there's so many different ones you can do. Y'all have got to, that's a little sneak peek I'm giving you guys. Tune in Saturday because I have a really good one for y'all. Saturday I'm in an event. It is with oh goodness, I knew I was going to do that. How come when you start to say something you can feel your mind go blank? Sweet Crafted Treasures, I believe. Now I've got to look at my page to be sure I said that right. But that's the group, and so there's an event, and I'm on at 10 Central, which is 11 Eastern. Hello, Joanne from Arkansas. Glad you're here. A field of pumpkins, that's right. Yeah, you can, remember guys, when I do something on here, you take this technique and you can make it big. You could do one of these in 11 by 14, 16 by 20. You know, you could just do the same exact painting and do it big. But I knew I didn't want to keep y'all all night. And sometimes if I paint big, it takes just too long. Okay, so there's our first layers. I'm going to wipe off my brush and my paper towel and then come over here and clean it. If you guys have commented, I know you have, and I've just missed it. Forgive me. I will go back and read every comment. I'll reply if I can. I just tell you that sometimes we're not able to. Sometimes they don't show us all the comments, but I will do my very best. You can always message me if I don't see something. You can go to a smaller brush, but I'm just going to grab the tip of my brush. Can y'all see this? With my white, and just come in here and do a few clouds. So just kind of using the tip of my brush to kind of spread it around. And guys, one time my daughter came home with a note saying she had been chosen to be on the news, to like be the little junior meteorologist or something. I can't remember what the title was called. And I was like, oh my gosh. We went out, and that night I bought her a little outfit, you know, that looked really like a little professional woman. She was like in kindergarten. It was hilarious. But she looked so cute. She had on little glasses. Maybe she was in, hold on, not kindergarten. Because she had on glasses, and she had those probably in first or second. So she was a little older, maybe second grade. Anyway, y'all, cutest thing you've ever seen. And she said, they were having her read right off the, something. And one of the things she said was, it's going to hit the century mark tomorrow. And she had no idea what she was saying. She didn't know what that meant. But it was so cute. And then she came home talking about cumulus clouds, which I don't even know what those are. Do y'all? This may be a cumulus cloud. I don't know. I just draw little clouds. So anyway, that was just a fun story. Fall Fun Fest is on the 17th. Yes, that's Saturday. Hi, Brookie. Thank you for putting that. I appreciate you, my friend. Okay, so let's go back and do a little more on our painting here. I'm going to bring a little more of this green and add just another dot of black. You can really work out of the lids of your paints on things like this, but I want y'all to see what I'm doing, mixing and everything, so hopefully y'all can still see my palette. If I move my thing out of the way, I know, Patty, let me tell you something too. You guys know that my mom is everything to me. She was my hero, and I just love her so much. But let me tell you what she did. It was like the worst thing she's ever done. She recorded over our video of it. She recorded over it because I had taken it to her house to show her. And then like the next time I went there, I was like, Mom, I've got to get that video. I totally left that here and I want to have that. And she was like, oh, okay. And then she got it out and she goes, Deborah, you're not going to believe what I did. I was like, what? I think I recorded over that. She recorded the Ranger game because she used to always watch the Texas Rangers, like every game. So you couldn't even call her during the game where she's like, well, do you mind if I call you back? I mean, she loved her Rangers. So anyway, we don't have the video, but we do have great, great memories. And of course, Maddie still remembers it. It was a big memory for her. So yeah, hi Tina. Glad you're here. I know, Patty, I was crushed, but you know, I mean, what do you do? It's okay. There's people whose houses burn down and they lose everything. And, you know, I always think, well, you know, we can go on. It's not the worst thing to ever happen. So, just coming down with that green. Just doing this next layer. And then let me add my yellow in here. For this next one. And, you know, it's okay to let all these colors kind of mesh together. I'll just kind of blend it to where there's not like a big line between them. So I might even bring up a little bit of that yellow in here, so there's not a huge line. And then pop in a little more of the darker green, kind of coming down. So just let your brush blend it together. I'm just pouncing my little round brush. Okay. Just taking what's on my brush and adding just a little bit of the yellow and the tan. And I'm going to come in here in that green and pick a little bit of that up and just kind of blend all that. And you know, a lot of times you see a lot of yellow and like wheat, I guess it's wheat or something growing in these kind of fields. So that's kind of why I wanted to go lighter at the bottom. Kind of represent that and have it just not all be green. I just thought the yellow would be pretty. Bringing it around to the sides. Y'all doing okay? That's okay, Lori. Hi, Cassidy. I'm glad you're here with Grandma. Somebody's driving. Hi, Rula. Glad you're here, my friend. Oh, Dana, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thanks, Sissa. You guys go follow Sissa with Chalk Decor with Heart and Home Designs. You will enjoy her. She's got the sweetest spirit, and she does lots of different crafts, all kind of things, so it's not just chalk. Sissa, what's your favorite kind of stuff to do? I mean, it may be chalk, so you can let us know. Okay, so I think that's good for my background. Let me dry it real fast. Looks like that's what it's supposed to be, Deborah. It's supposed to be like a tree line back there. And then just a field. Oh, Judy, thank you. You guys are so sweet. Look, you did. I'm so excited. We've been doing some watercolor in my private group, and I think those of us who've been doing it have just been having a blast with it. So, yeah, look, I'm glad you got some. Okay, I'm gonna take this black with my green that's left in my palette. Probably need to add a little bit more. I'm gonna make kind of a line going across this horizon so that it does look more like, you know, like there's a field. You know, it kind of just looks like all one thing. So let's draw this kind of horizon line going across. And we're just kind of separating the tree line from the field. And now I can put a lighter color against that line on this edge, and then that will make it look more like a field. So let's take, let me grab a little different brush. I'm going to take kind of a dense brush, but it's still very small. So small, short bristles, just kind of dense. And we're going to do some green with that yellow. And we're going to dry brush it. So I didn't get my brush wet. I'm just dry brushing it, and I'm going to turn it so y'all may be able to see that line a little better. But I'm going to go right underneath that line and just kind of put some light color here. And that should help it look more like a field and like it's a little separate from our tree line. Just kind of pouncing it right up to the line. I don't want to go over that line. And you know, I always do less is more because you know, it's going to be harder to remove it. It's easier if I just go easy and then add more than if I try to remove it. So now I'm turn it back this way, and that should, your eye will start to think now that, you know, it'll start to see that this is a different surface, like this is the ground, the field. Just tip tapping it into my green below. Do y'all see that now? Does it work for you? Decoupage, love napkins. That's great, Brooke. I need to go to Dollar General. They have a lot of stuff that you don't find at Dollar Tree. It's nicer. No, it's a little expensive, or not expensive. That was a wrong word. It's a little more, but it's not expensive, obviously. Double load and turn the brush so to get effects of your tree. Do you sometimes double load and turn the brush so to get to effects of your tree? I'm not sure what you mean, Judy. I don't know. Okay, so can y'all tell now? Let me know if that helped your eye to see the field. Just kind of tap it down in here so it all kind of blends. You know how the field sort of has like wheat look to it? Okay, Deborah says looks great. Okay, I just want to be sure y'all can tell because it looks good on here, or to me. But sometimes it's harder to see these details. I'm like, let me hold it up. I can't see yet what y'all are seeing, so I hope I'm holding it where you can. Yeah, okay, that's it. Okay. Just kind of, a lot of this will be covered up, so it's not a big deal, but okay. Now, let's do a couple of pumpkins. So I'm going to take my burnt orange, find a piece of my palette. I'm going to put, well, I've got a little yellow, so let me move some yellow up here. And I'm also going to take a little brown. Let me just see what color I get with the brown and orange. Yeah, I didn't think it would be enough. I'm going to grab this wine color that I use, cranberry wine, and just put a tiny dot. Oh, thanks, Brooke. I just love hanging out with you. am always glad when I see everybody's names popping in, and I'm just like, oh, I'm so glad they could come today. And yeah, sometimes I'll see replay watchers and I'm like, oh, good, she did make it. You know, it's just fun to see who was here. Okay, so I'm taking some of this wine color with just a little bit of my pumpkin color, and I'm gonna do some pumpkins. So I'm gonna start here at the bottom with that darkest color, do about half, and then just go into my other pumpkin color and kind of meet it coming down. On these little small pumpkins, there's no reason to be, you know, too worried about them. They're gonna be fine. So I'm not going to any big details here. They're obviously bigger the closer you are to the street. So, well, I guess I need to mix more. So I am gonna have some of these larger ones down here, and then I'll go smaller as we go back. So darkest color down here at the bottom, and then I kind of wipe it off and get my pumpkin color, and then just kind of come down with it. And there's your little pumpkin. And I have lots of pumpkin tutorials if you want to see more, you know, in-depth pumpkins, but watch Saturday. You'll see some fun things Saturday. 10 o'clock Central is my turn, but it starts at like 7 in the morning and goes till the evening. So, and we will have some company over. My son and his girlfriend were coming, so my day will be torn between football and crafting. Okay, so I'm just getting smaller as I go back. And this is just our first layer. You guys know that we always put multiple layers. Oh, good, Carol. Glad you're back safely. Oh, thank you, Nola. I appreciate you. Red. Oh, real colorful pumpkin. Yes. Oh man, I love them. You know, I can't remember the last time I've been to a pumpkin field. It was a long time ago, several years. I mean, probably 7 or 8 years. Oh, thank you, Linda. Okay, let's keep going. A little bit of dark. So I know I'm going to have a scarecrow over here, so I kind of don't want to do too much. I'm probably going to put a few of these small ones, and that's probably it on this side. Kind of like that. But I need to save room for him. I could chalk it out. That would be a smart thing to do. So, you know, I just need to kind of get the direction he's going and all that. So if that's the space I'm going to put him in, then I've got the rest to work with, is kind of my thinking. Oh, watch your bracelet. Watch your bracelet. Okay. Maybe one more up here. Has anybody counted these? That's really too close to that tree line. I don't like that. I'm glad you guys are here, and I know that you guys left some sweet words, and gosh, that makes me so happy. Oh, Cynthia, I don't know how you do all you do. You're amazing. You're like Carrie. I've got a couple of ladies and Christy in my group who just seem to can get all kind of projects done, like every day. I don't know how y'all do it. Because y'all have a lot of busy life stuff going on too. Okay, that'll work. Flower mound. What is the 11 for, Roxanne? Let me move my chalk, because I actually probably should chalk that out real quick. So bear with me while I think about I just sharpened this little chalk pencil. So there's this little hat. Can y'all tell it's a hat? Oops. I need to bring those out more. I know I get quiet when I'm kind of drawing out something. Okay. I know it's not the best sketch in the world, but you guys, it'll be cute. Okay. Back to, let me get a fresh card to paint on. See what these are? This came off of like a sketchbook or something, and it was like a cover, and when I was done with the sketchbook I just took off this hard cover because it's already like sealed with something, so it's perfect to hold your paint, and that's what I do a lot with those. Okay, I'm going to get some more of this cranberry color out. Here's my lid, and let's give him a cute outfit. I'm going to grab some of this khaki and tone it down so it's not so bright and red. That will be his little shirt. Oh wait, oh no, I'm doing the wrong thing. That's his overalls that I'm doing. Hold that. Overalls, I want blue. But I do want to tone this down too. It's a really pretty bright blue. So let's add a little of that khaki in here and calm it down a little bit. Look a little more like maybe a denim or something. This would be another fun project to do with your family. So each person in the family would have to do a scarecrow and then hang them up on the fridge or something. I think that would be cute. Oh, good, Dana. Any way we can recycle, you know, and I mean, it just feels good to recycle and, you know, get use out of things. That junk mail, that's my favorite thing, because it's annoying to get junk mail, but you can, when you're like, oh, I'm going to use that for painting, haha, you know. I'm going to go ahead and paint in his little face because, I don't know, with that green under there, this will help me. Face and neck there. And then let's do a little hat. So for his hat, we're going to want a couple of different colors, not just one flat brown. So let me grab my black. And kind of get a dark brown. And I'm not going to go exactly by my chalk lines, so there's this little hat, and then I'll go over it with this lighter brown. And we'll put some tan on it next. For his face, let's do some of this little burlap color with probably a little bit of the pink, not much. That pink will give it just a little bit. And I have black in my brush too. Yeah, hold on, let me clean my brush. I can't get a good color. Hold, please. we want burlap with just a little of this pink. And his shirt will come up, so no worries. Hi, Pamela. Don't worry about being late. Just glad you're here. We have had, well, I've had a good time, and we asked everybody that can to leave some nice comment for people that come along and watch replays or anybody that needs it. So I'm coming in here and kind of slimming down that face. I got it a little too big. Hi, Anna. How's your day, my friend? You guys let me know. I do like to know how things are going for y'all. So back to the shirt. Now let's do get a little khaki in here. Just like to kind of mute it just a little so it's not so bright. Let's see how that looks. That's pretty good. So this will be his shirt. Painting over that little pumpkin. Well, I guess, well, see how it's long. I didn't do so hot on his neck here. Now I'm not sure how to go about. Maybe I need to round out his head more. I think if I round out his head, he'll be okay. Guys, I decided to do one free tracer a month on my website, and so it's up now if you want to go get it. You know, all the tracers for anything I do go into the art and craft VIP group, but I have so many people that will message me asking for a tracer, and I have to tell them, you know, oh, they're in the, and then I feel bad. So I'm going to give away one free for sure a month, and it'll just be on my website. Let me see if I can make his head look just a little bit rounder there. Thank goodness we're going to do a couple layers, so it'll be okay. I never stress. I know it'll be fine, but it's just paint, and it's just a whimsical little painting. Once I get his face on there, he'll look much better. Oh, exactly, Lisa. That is the best thing is, you know, time truly does give you a different perspective. And I dare say I've even heard people say they were grateful for the horrible thing they went through or for the depression or whatever, because it brought them to a better place eventually. So yeah, if we can just have that eternal perspective and not just, you know, today, realize there is a better tomorrow. There really, really can be. Okay, let's do another little layer. His shirt's already pretty dry. Oh, you know what? That would be so cute. If this is right, this thing right here in the triangle part of his shirt, I should put a bandana there. You know how sometimes they tie like a little bandana? Okay, I'm going to grab a little white with this blue, get a lighter blue, and kind of make his jeans look kind of old. I want to dry brush it. I really like dry brushing on things like this, and it makes it look old. So I'm just kind of lightly feathering this on top of the blue I just did. And I won't go over the whole thing, but it will make it look kind of faded, like old jeans, you know, that kind of look. And I'm just having a light touch because I don't want to overdo it, but just scraping that lighter color on top of what I have. Can y'all see? And then we can even do it again by just taking a little more white with that blue, getting a lighter blue, you know, really, really light blue. So I've got my light blue mixed. Y'all can't see what I'm doing. Got my light blue mixed. It's lighter than it was. And then I'm going to bring a lot of it off and kind of really offload it. So it's just a pretty dry brush, very dry. But it's enough that when I go over this, see this? Look at that. It's leaving the kind of white. It's a light blue, but looks white. And that will give him even more of an older look to his clothes. Okay. Oh, Dana, good. I did too. I got an order today too. I'll show y'all what I got because it's sitting right here. I ordered the, you know, the bedazzler, and I got these beads. The beads already came in. I ordered the bedazzler second. So it was a separate order. And so these came in today. I'm so excited. And you know, I'll use these on all kind of things, not just bedazzling things. And then my other order, or my other things I've already put away, but it was just gold gem things that I'm going to send out as happy mail. So some of y'all might see those. Okay, let's do his arms, and we're still going to go back and finish up pumpkins and stuff, but let's get his arms and his legs on. And now this is a layered process that I do for like hay or you know, anything like that. So I'm going to do the burlap and a little yellow. Let's see if y'all can see burlap with just a little yellow. And that will be my first layer. And I'm just kind of working it out onto my brush to where now my brush is, see that? It's like almost, it's just super pointed on the edges. And I'm going to take it parallel. Is that parallel? Not parallel. What's the word? Straight up and down. And I'm going to do like line, line, line. Does that make sense? So line, 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 like that. Can y'all see that? So line, just do a bunch of little lines like the little hay. And kind of do it again. You get all that color on your brush and work it into the nice clean surface. And then, let me be sure y'all can see what I'm doing. Line, line, line. Like that. Y'all look, can y'all see? And then, same way with the arms. It doesn't need to look, you know, good because it's hay. So it doesn't have to be perfect. I just wanted it kind of looking like hay. So I kind of go like that with my brush. Oh, good. Thanks, Sissa. Thanks, Patty. Okay. And then I'm going to change his face up. There's something about his face I don't like. I'm just going to add a little color to it. I think I'm going to add a little yellow. So let me get my yellow and my khaki mixed here. Maybe it's just this too, I don't know. Let's try a little yellower. Just isn't speaking to me. Maybe that's better. What do y'all think? Go Hogs. Is that Arkansas? I don't even know my teams. Or y'all's teams. I don't know what's what. Wait, who is Hogs? Is that Razorbacks? All I know is Aggies, and they did me dirty. They did not do well, and we were all upset about it. I'm still upset about it. I have to remember they're kids. They're just kids. They're not, don't expect so much. I expect it out of the coach because they're grossly overpaying him. So I'm kind of, like disgusted. But they don't seem to care about my opinion, so whatever. Okay. Once we get a face on him, he will look better. I think I need to... Sorry, guys. I really thought this was going to be so fast, and I'm... I don't know. I'm just taking longer than I meant to, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to come back in with this dark brown and kind of bring his hat down just a notch right here in the front. It's kind of sideways or something. Okay. Oh, good. Well, thank you. I'm glad. Some of y'all don't mind, but I always feel like I need to hurry. Looks 3D. Oh, thanks, April. Okay, let's go back and finish his little arm. So I've got the khaki with a little yellow first. I'm going to come in with yellow now and a little white. So let's get our yellow over here with some white. Just kind of pull this out and make a really light yellow. And I think that's all we're going to need on this one. If he was larger, I might do more, but I think as small as he is, that's probably also. Again, we're just, be sure I'm in screenshot for you guys. And just bring it down. Too hard to hold it like that and paint too. So just making it look kind of, like hay. And if you think it needs it, you can do one last one of mostly white. So I'm just got whatever yellow's on my brush and added a little white and really come in here and kind of highlight it with that. And it just helps it stand out against that green. See that? Okay, let's get a little face on him. Thanks, Daddy. Thank you, guys. Oh, Mary, bless you. And look at what a blessing you are to people. That's the thing, is that I think with depression, sometimes we're listening or we hear, that it's Satan. It's Satan that wants us to feel like we don't matter, nobody cares, we don't belong, we're not important, nobody could love it, all the things. We know those are lies. Because if I said, if I told y'all, I just don't think I'm important or I don't think anybody loves me, the first thing I would say is, of course they do, right? But how come we can't believe that about ourselves? So I say, when you're in that space, listen to the people who love you, who care about you, who God puts in your path, because you are not hearing truth, and you might just need someone else to kind of come along and help until you can feel that truth for yourself, if that makes sense. Okay. Now, for his face, I think just a simple face, because it's so tiny, y'all. That is like the size of my pinky fingernail. So I don't think I can do much. So I'm just probably going to do like the most basic little face. of eyes. I'll do a little tiny, tiny mouth. Yeah, I mean, literally, every one of y'all are a blessing to me. Every one. And do you know that even the people who watch, who never say a word, are a blessing? I mean, God knows you're here. And the fact that you're here has allowed my page to grow. So there is nobody that can say they're not important. You know, God will use every one of us if we let him. No matter our past, no matter our failures, it doesn't matter. He'll use us anyway. Okay. Little bitty nose. I don't even know how I'm going to do this. Feel a little nose in here. Okay, that's all it's going to be. Now, little brown stem or stick that he's going to sit on. And I'm just using kind of a dark brown so it'll stand out against the background. Excuse me, sir. I sound like Justin. He does that. Excuse me. Not trying to get all up close and personal. But you do have a stick up your bottom. Okay. Oh, I do too, Brooke. Everyone has a place. Everyone has a place. That is really important to me. I'm gonna just touch up his little jeans because his arm is too high for these jeans, so I'm gonna kind of touch that up. His face is just funny to me. I don't know, but he'll be okay. And let's put a patch on him. Maybe yellow. Maybe, what color should his patch be? I'll use this yellow ochre. Put it up there. We might put one up here just because. So let that dry and I'll do something to it. What else, guys? What am I? Oh, we could put a sunflower on his hat. This will be a basic one. I'm not going to go to any trouble because look how tiny it is. So I'm putting down just a little bit of orange and then kind of do some basic petals here. And then we'll put our dark in the center. Excuse me, sir. Did I sound like Justin? I was channeling Justin. I just love him. I watched him at Goodwill today. He was with his mama and aunt. If you're not in his group, you should be. He's, so fun, and he's helping Miss Jim kind of get going, and they're doing it together. Yeah, we could put stray sunflowers. And I'm in there, but I just haven't gotten to spend a lot of time, as it is. We just don't have enough time. But, okay. But they taught how to make gnomes the other night. And I, of course, always want you guys in my private group. I want, to be that community for you guys. And, if you haven't fit in somewhere and you need a place to fit in, I promise you'll fit in with us. Because we're just, I don't know, we have a great group of ladies. I'm going to bring in some of this dark brown and kind of pop it in here. See how it just kind of brings out the, separates and kind of brings out his little hay hands and hay feet. And then let's do a little more on the pumpkins. They need to be lightened up. So I'm going to take my pumpkin color, this burnt orange color, and I'm going to mix just a little bit of my yellow ochre with it and kind of bring that down on some of these pumpkins. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take another bit of that yellow ochre and just brush on a little bit. So I have a little bit of the orange on, but not a lot. And I'm just going to brush them on kind of like highlights across the tops of these. Yeah, I like to do the layers, so it definitely needed another layer or two. Yellow ochre. Yellow ochre. I don't know what ochre is. What is ochre? O-C-H-R-E. O-C-H-R-E. Deep ochre is what that's called. Okay. Do we want to do sunflowers? What y'all think? Put some sunflowers, or would that be weird in this field? He's got a lot of talent. Yes, he does. Thank you, Deb. I know, for real, Leanne, his imagination is amazing. Okay. What am I forgetting? Anything? Maybe a pocket on his... Oh, I know. I wanted to put a few little strands on his... What do you call it? Patches. So like, you know, those little things like that. So I'm just taking the tiniest little bit of black and kind of, you can use a little paint marker if you have a fine tip and you don't have a good detail brush. Let me show all that up close. Always takes me a second to see what you're seeing. That's why I hold it here. Is that good? Stems on our pumpkins. We need that. Kind of reminds me of Uncle Joey on Full House. That's hilarious. Isn't it sad to see all these people get so old? Not that he's that old, but, you know, the other guy on that show, Bob Saget, passed. And I don't know, it's just like, man... I hate to see that. Okay, so just mixing my brown and black to get a dark black, and we'll just do these stems, you know, just basic. Kind of going every which way is fine. There's one behind him, but I don't think, I'm going to pretend the stem is, you know, just right behind that stick. And while I've got this lighter brown out, I'm going to brush just a little bit going down one side of the stick for like a little highlight. It's very subtle, but it'll be there. Oh, a blackbird. That's a great idea. A little crow. I don't think I have room. Have to be like maybe on that pumpkin or something. I think we need to do the same little scruffing on his shirt. I know, isn't it true? You're like, well, he sure has gotten old. And then you're like, but then that means I've gotten old because we're the same age. It's so strange. So I'm going to take that color with just a tiny bit of the khaki. If I do white, it's going to turn real pink. Khaki will keep it from turning as pink. It'll just lighten it. And I'm going to start with this and see if it gives me what I want. But I want to try to dry brush a little bit on the shirt. Yeah. See that? Just kind of gives it a highlight like the sun is bleaching out his shirt because he's just sitting out there all day. You can do a lot with these little things. Even though it's small, you can still add a lot of details and make it kind of come alive. And I'm going to have to fix his mouth. It's driving me crazy. I feel like he looks like, I don't know what. But anyway, let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, isn't it the saddest thing, Dana? Yeah, Brooke, my mom used to read them, you know, and I can remember thinking, she wasn't, I mean, she was like 75 and she would read them every day. And I was like, that's so depressing. But she wanted to see if it was people she went to school with and things, but. Okay, so they said blackbird and handkerchief. What do y'all think? Blackbird or handkerchief? Hi, Linda Deaton. I don't think I said hi to you. I'm sorry. And probably others that I just didn't see come in. Yes, what? Setting sun. I don't know what I want. I almost feel like I want to lighten up the field a little. But y'all help me. Let's lighten up the field a little bit. I'm just going to get some yellow with just a little bit of green. If I can find some green on my palette, that will work. Not a whole lot, but just so it's not yellow. Have a little greenish tint to it. I'm going to start down here and kind of scruff it up. And lighten it up a little. Since I'm kind of going in lines, it should give it a little bit of appearance of grass or something. So I'm just scruffing it up and down, up and down. Oh goodness, I'm way over on time. I wanted to let y'all go by now. Good grief. Okay. Aw, thanks, Brooke. Straw hair, that's what he's missing? Who said that? You win the prize, Joanne. That is exactly what he's missing. Thank you. I knew something was off, and I thought it was like the face, the mustache, or not mustache, but that mouth looks like a mustache. I was just racking my brain to figure out why I hate his face so much. It's just he needs hair. So I'm going to mix my burlap, my khaki color, and my yellow. And we're going to get this brush, you know, flattened. So you get your paint on there, and then just kind of flatten it out, flat, go back and forth until you get a good edge, and then we should be able to just pop down here and have some hair coming out so he doesn't look. That's hilarious. I can't really think what their hair looks like. It's just a mess, right? Just kind of going out. That does help. And I think I'm going to lighten up the pumpkins again. So I'm going to take that burnt orange and then add a little white to it and get a lighter orange. And give these things a little highlight with that. Does it look okay? Well, y'all tell me what you think. Does it need a little bird? Does it need a sunflowers? Sunflowers. Bird on his arm. Okay, good. That does help. And then I think we need to lighten up. I'm going to take that burlap color and lighten up the little stem with it. Just give it a little highlight, just a small highlight on the stems. Bird on the hat. Let's do the bird. Let me think. I'm going to have to sketch one out real quick because I'm trying to think what a crow looks like. So let's see. Can y'all see what I'm doing? This may be not it, so bear with me. I'm trying to think what a little beady. Now, that's going to have to be tiny, so see, that doesn't look right. I need to pull one up. I can't picture a crow. Just black bird, right? Oh, that's what I can do. Just one of those basic bird shapes. Got it. Okay. I had to think, y'all. Used to be nice when my brain worked really well and just sharp. Now I'm like, wait, what does a crow look like? How sad, huh? Okay. On his hat or on his arm or on a pumpkin? Oh, Arla, I'm glad. I hope that this little painting brings some joy to you and anybody else who needs it. Where do we put the little crow? What's keeping his arms straight out? Little sticks. You know, they have like cross sticks back here. I should have had him going straight out, but I was trying to curve that one down on the arm. Okay, let's put him on the arm. How's that? Oh, Cynthia, you are so welcome. I'll get the tracer into the group and when I'm done. But you probably don't even need it. You're a lot of y'all just do your own thing and do great. Okay. Give him a little white eye, and then we're going to call it done just because I've kept y'all so long, and I'll give him a little highlight too. I can't stand not highlighting everything with something. So I'm going to do a little kind of gray highlight. If you notice, I typically, most of the time, highlight my stuff with part of the color. So on the pumpkins, I use a little really light orange instead of white, but you can use white. A lot of people use white. It's kind of less harsh and more natural, I guess. But it doesn't matter. On Whimsical, you can totally do the white. Just really personal preference, I guess. Okay, guys, that is it. Can y'all see? Yay! Oh, you know what? Let's put a ribbon on it and see how it looks, because I did, remember I bought some ribbon the other day, a while back at Michael's, and I need to be using this. So here's all the ribbon I have. So we could pick from any of this, and I'm just looking to see what sticks out at me. And if y'all see something, now of course jute will look great, so any kind of jute, but orange, that's kind of a cool rickrack looking one. What do y'all think? Y'all see anything that's jumping out at you out of all this? Let me move it to your view and try to show you the, oh, that's a cute one too. I like this one. I think I'll use this for now because it's really kind of cool looking and it brings out the pumpkins. And let's see how this looks through here. If we can get it through now, I'll probably need to put a little tape on it. Sometimes I'll just do this, put a little tape and make a kind of a point. You like this one, Roxanne? Sort of like, you know how shoelaces have that little thing. And then pull this through. And now we have a cute little textured hanger, which I think is really cute. And then of course just tie this. Now tell me who would not love this. Like you give this to somebody and it would make their day. So paint small. If you guys would like to paint small like this on ornaments, let me know. Just tell me in the comments and I can order some of these ceramic ornaments for us, because they're really, really fun to paint on, and it just makes such a nice gift. So when this completely dries, when I could dry it with my heat gun and just be sure everything's completely set, I will remove the ribbon, put a good clear coat of either triple thick or Mod Podge, whatever, and then put the ribbon back on, and it would be good to go forever. And put initials at the bottom. So yeah, that's it. Thank y'all for sticking with me. There's 39. It stuck the whole time because that was a long one. I really had no idea I would do that, spend that long on something so small. But I think we enjoyed the conversation and we enjoyed each other. So thank y'all for being here, and I hope you enjoyed it. Aw, thanks, Roxanne. Small paintings. Okay, Cynthia, I love painting small. We will do that. All right, guys, I want y'all to have a great night. And thank you for your encouraging words. Thank you for being here, and I will see you tomorrow. I'll be on again at 5 unless something changes. Just watch my page because I always put a post about it. So love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.